Welcome back. Today we are diving deep into the absolute roller coaster that is Chapter 105 of Bibliomancers. So much happens here, so let's just get right into it.
All right, so the chapter kicks off with our characters back at the mansion. And for a second, you think, okay, maybe they're safe. But nope, this isn't a safe haven. The reality of where they are is just starting to hit them. And let me tell you, it's way more terrifying than anything they've been through before. So here's how we're going to break it down. We're starting with the absolutely shocking discovery they make about themselves. Then we'll get into their desperate plan, the messed up philosophy of this place, how all their escape routes get slammed shut, and we'll finish with a last-ditch effort that's all about love, lies, and a single, desperate hope for a portal. Okay, first up, organless in literal heaven. The team's back, they're together, but they're about to find out something is fundamentally wrong with their own bodies.
Yeah, you heard that right. They realize pretty quickly that in this literal heaven, they're basically ghosts. They don't need to eat, they don't need to sleep, because their internal organs are just gone. And this is where it gets really weird. The only one who's totally normal is Nixie the cat. That's a huge clue, right? Meanwhile, their food supply is useless to them, and the little bit Nixie can eat is running out fast.
And of course, it's Groucho who just perfectly sums up the horror of it all. I mean, can you imagine thinking that hell was actually better? That's how you know the situation is unbelievably bad. So what do you do when you find out you're an organless ghost stuck in a creepy version of heaven? Well, if you're Jack, you don't waste a second. You get to work making a plan.
And he comes up with this classic, three-pronged attack to cover all his bases. You've got the mystical angle. Jacques and Frida are going to pray, hoping to get info that'll trigger a portal. Then you have the physical recon. Draco's going to scout the whole place from the air. And finally, some good old-fashioned intel gathering. Harry's going to try and talk to the neighbors.
But hold on, because right away, Draco drops a bombshell. He actually designed this floor, or at least what it used to be, a game preserve. It's obviously been twisted into something else now, but this is huge because it means there might be a physical way out, a manual staircase he built. It's a long shot, but it's a shot.
All right, so while Draco and Harry are off on their missions, Jack and Frida are heading to the cathedral. And on the way, Jack starts grilling their angel escort, trying to figure out the rules of this twisted game they're trapped in.
And he asks the most important question, right? He gets right to the point. Why is this entire society just built around nonstop, endless prayer? He's not just curious, he's looking for a weakness.
And the answer he gets, wow, it really lays out the core conflict of this place. On one hand, you have the angel giving this very theological answer. Prayer brings glory to God, it gives people purpose. But Jack, he's not buying it. To him, it sounds like a total grift, a cosmic game where you strip people of everything they are just to turn them into prayer-generating machines. And then the angel hits him with this line, and it is just bone-chilling. It's not really a threat. It's more like a calm, terrifying promise. She's basically saying that everyone breaks eventually, that the system always wins.
Okay, so 12 hours go by. The team all gets back together to report, and yeah, the news is not good. Every single report is just another door slamming shut in their faces.
So, Harry's mission? A total bust. The neighbors were, quote, too busy praying to even talk to him. And Draco? He comes back with even worse news. The manual staircase, their one physical hope, it's gone. Completely removed. The connection is severed. Flying up? Nope. That's a dead end too. They are totally boxed in. So just think about this. They are completely, utterly trapped. Every physical route is gone. Which means everything, literally everything, is now riding on this one prayer-fueled portal. It's not a plan B anymore. It's the only plan they've got.
And this is where things get really intense and really personal. It's the final section. Love, lies, and a portal.
Jock, seeing how slim their chances are, goes into full-on, cold, logical survival mode. He decides that when the portal opens, everyone else goes through and he'll stay behind to get the information. But Frida, she's not having any of it. For her, this isn't about logic. It's about loyalty. She flat out refuses to leave him behind. And then she just lays it all on the line with this one incredible quote. She'd rather be a ghost with him than be safe and whole without him. I mean, wow. That's it. That's the whole argument. And it leads to them both finally confessing that they love each other, deciding right then and there to face this thing together.
So Jack heads off to get the information. But on the long drive over, he starts noticing something really off about the city. There are no apartments, no real homes, just mansions, big official buildings, and churches. And then it clicks. This horrible, final piece of the puzzle falls into place. The mansions are just temporary. The real point of this place is for everyone to eventually end up in the churches, praying forever.
After everything, the organ loss, the failed plans, the emotional showdown, he finally makes it to the information desk. He gives them his grandfather's name, and the clerk just casually says, "It'll just be a minute, the information is printing now." Just like that, this is the moment. And that's where they leave us, on this massive cliffhanger. A single piece of paper is slowly coming out of a printer. Is this their ticket out? Is this the key that's going to open the portal they so desperately need? Or is it just the final nail in the coffin, the last dead end that proves they're truly, finally trapped? We'll have to wait and see.